Hey everybody, welcome to Sleep Deprived. We look at your confessions. We had our Patreon Discord server.
Patrons!
Patreon.com/sleepdeprived. Send us their deep, dark confessions, and we are going to react to them.
Starting now. This one comes in from Abused Yellow Ball.
My confession is that I take the crust off of my Pop-Tarts when I eat them. Because it's dry and it's gross, and I have to hide it from everybody because there was a few times where I made the mistake of eating a Pop-Tart the way I always have my whole life. And I was shunned, and I was laughed at, and I was embarrassed. So that's my confession.
No, that's
I hope
valid.
you can understand.
You take the crust off your Pop-Tarts?
I don't take it off, but it's the worst part, and it's not even worth it.
It's the worst part, but it's like you eat the crust first then. That's what I do. I nibble on the edges of the Pop-Tart.
Oh wait, it's the crust, like it's the outside surrounding
It's the shitty, burnt, no flavor part.
I kind of get it then. I kind of get it.
How can you appreciate the good parts if you're not willing to try the bad parts?
That argument sucks, Mika. I just don't want it.
That's life, baby. If you're happy all the time, then you're not gonna even.
I can be miserable in many other ways than the crust of a Pop-Tart.
You're gonna eat it. You have never taken
Panda.
the crust off before eating a Pop-Tart. I just refuse to believe. That's weird behavior.
Well, now I might. Now I'm going to.
It's weird behavior.
When I was in middle school, I think I was like 11 or so. I would always, after school, go over to my one friend's house in his basement, and we would play Xbox. And
there's gonna be a gay encounter.
Like a maid lady, like a lady that would come clean the house like every couple weeks. And she was there that day, and she had to come downstairs to clean the basement, so we had to move. And when we were down there, I had like sneakily taken like a few bucks that my friend had on the table.
Oh
in front of
no!
us, a few dollars. And I was gonna tell him eventually. I was waiting for him to notice, but I kind of forgot about it. And then when we came back downstairs, he noticed it was gone, and he immediately blamed his cleaning lady for it. And they told his mom. At that point, I didn't want to admit that I had stolen it because he already told his mom. So I think that I just went along with it, and I think that
That's hustle, baby.
His cleaning lady, who was definitely needed that work. So I feel really bad about that. But
You should feel bad about that.
Yeah, so I think I indirectly got this lady fired.
You definitely did get her fired, and you should feel bad about that.
Imagine like therapy. You're like talking about something that's you're really strong about. Your therapist's like, yeah, you should feel bad about that.
I confess stealing a sledgehammer. For context, I'm from South Germany, and there's this thing, it's called Weihnacht, between the 30th of April and the 1st of May, where, you run around pulling like little pranks, I don't know, and we broke in a construction site. I found this 18-pound sledgehammer. We also took a no parking sign from nearby, but I don't know, that's neither here nor there.
That's cool.
Anyways, I don't feel remorse.
To be honest,
yeah, that's about it.
To be honest, though, like having a parking sign in your like room or something is kind of hard.
No comment. No comment. That has been the source of the worst joke my community has ever had, and it is still ongoing after 3.5 years.
All these have been about stealing.
Yeah, let's hope Alex says something better.
Hi Astro, hi Mika, hi Panda, and jschlatt. So this takes place a couple years ago, and my uncle, he had stolen some stuff from my dad. And so we went to my uncle's trailer while he was gone, and then my dad, he picked something up. He thinks it's a flashlight. No, it's a light blue lubed up dildo. And it's not a floppy dildo. Oh no, it's a vibrator dildo. Very stiff. Very, very stiff. And my dad, he immediately ran outside gagging everything. And I kept searching. I see an iPad, and on top of it is a black butt plug that looks like a jousting stick, and it had dried poop on it. So then I ran outside, and Dad and I are both gagging.
Dried poop on it?
That might be one of the worst things I've heard today. I don't think I've heard a worse thing today.
This one comes from an anonymous caller.
I'm pretending I still like my ex-boyfriend because he sends me money. and basically pays for my bills. He just does it. I don't know why he still sends me money. I think he still has feelings. He made it really obvious, but I don't really care because he sends me money. So I'm like playing with the idea of I might date again. But in reality, I realized I'm actually a lesbian.
Oh.
Like,
okay.
This is based. Just
That's hustle. That's hustle.
Keep collecting those paychecks.
make the company proud.
Sorry if I sound like shit. I'm ascending a Japanese mountain right now. But I would like to confess that I know that Sancho was only created for capital gain. Used as a substitute for jschlatt, who has a contract with plushies and couldn't sell Rami or himself. Therefore, they created Sancho to create a way to sell to the average viewer.
No.
No, that doesn't.
We would.
Ridiculous.
I don't know what are you? I don't know what you're talking about.
I see Sancho right now. He's in my room.
That doesn't make any sense. He's right off camera.
Yeah, he's under the Schlatt's desk.
You know what? That's funny. It is in standing mode right now. It could totally fit Sancho right now. Just saying. Where's Panda?
He went to the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he drank
we
a
don't
lot.
need him in the video. That's fine.
Oh yeah, you don't need me. You don't need me.
So this happened when my dad was still alive. I was 6 years old. My dad, he was an amputee, and basically whenever he showered, he had to, he had a bench and he had a bucket to like wash himself, all that jazz. And I saw that bucket in the corner, and I was like, how much piss can I fill that bucket?
Oh my god.
So every day
Holy
for
shit.
2 months, I would piss in that bucket.
Why?
That's so real. No, that's real.
Why did you do that?
Holy
I get
Why
that.
would you do
100%.
What do you mean
I completely
you get that? What do you mean you get
What do you
that?
mean
You guys
get
don't ever
that?
wonder things like that? Like, how much pee could I fill that up with?
But they did it.
Yeah?
That's beyond wonder.
I would have done that shit once and then like dumped it out and contemplated
it.
suicide.
I don't even know what I can say.
You're a
I don't
fucked up
know.
person. That's what you say. These are all from Anonymous. We're still on the A. So we gotta.
Yeah,
we
what
gotta,
the fuck?
Hello?
Moist look through these, by the way.
This is just a dude eating chips. Like.
Anyway, my confession is really gross. I'm a chronic nose picker, and
Real?
I tend to leave my boogers in like the most random places that are like somewhat visible. But like
Why?
I've never been caught before. I do it in public, and
I do
will
too.
put it in like plain view of other people. But like I've yet to get caught, and no one's called me out on it. So
Okay.
you could just be sitting at like
No.
a table at a restaurant and like look over and there's boogers like all over the seat next to you.
No, okay, so
That's
Um,
gross.
This dude,
Yeah,
this dude,
that's
okay,
my
so
confession.
real.
This dude thinks he's slick. I think multiple people have noticed. Just who the fuck? Why you would never confront someone who does that? Like if I saw someone like wiping
you're
a
right.
booger, like
You're
I'm not
right.
gonna go up to them and be
No.
like, hey, why'd you? Like I'm gonna avoid that person at all costs. I'm pretty sure everyone fucking knows you do this, you freak.
I do that too.
What do you mean you do that too?
I got a jschlatt tattoo on my arm.
No!
Isn't that crazy?
God.
And then got clowned so hard on TikTok for it that I now am in the
Yeah.
process of getting it removed.
Shlett, how many people have tattooed anything of you on your body?
Probably
on
at
their
least
body?
5 people.
You know what's crazy? You remember Got Legs? There were a few people that sent me tattoos of like that little dog in the sofa right there.
That's a good tattoo though.
Yeah, but that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Oh no. Oh no, not me. Don't get a jschlatt tattoo.
I did it my way. For what is a man?
Wow.
Wow. That reminds me of the Dream Be Happy tattoo. You know that one?
Why said happy?
Why sad? Happy.
Hey guys, Capsule Queen here to confess. I have tickets to see Big Guy and the illustrious Tommy Innit in Albany.
God.
And my confession is that I may have to bail on a friend's baby shower that's happening the same weekend. I feel terrible, but I just found out she's pregnant this week, and the tickets in the hotel have already been secured. Plus, I don't know how many more opportunities I'll have to see Big Guy in person.
Zero.
So,
Zero.
not looking forward to having to RSVP, no.
I'm not looking forward to this
I'm
at all.
definitely looking forward to losing my voice cheering on our boy and Tommy. Have a great one, guys. Appreciate the 4 of you so much. and break a like, jschlatt, but not
Wait,
actually.
I didn't even know you were doing a live
I'm
show.
doing a show with Tommy in it. I'm going to be on the stage for a bit. And
What are you going to do?
I don't know. He didn't tell me.
Oh, that's great.
So I'm going to figure it out while I'm there.
I think I know what's going to happen, Schlatt. He's going to Nickelodeon slime you.
Yeah, you might
He's
get
not going to
pranked.
slime me, bro. He's not going to
You're gonna
slime
get
me, bro.
pranked. You're going to get
Bro,
pranked,
he is
dude.
not going to slime me.
He's going to Nickelodeon slime you.
He's not going to slime me. It's
What would you do
it's-
if he-
it's
what would you
it's
do
an
if he
early
slimed
night.
you?
I would never talk to him again.
Wow.
Just so you know, if you're going to that show, you're not going to meet me, okay? You're going to see me on the stage, and then the second I walk off stage, I'm being escorted into a limo out the back,
And
okay?
then into a private jet.
Yeah.
So I never believed in witchcraft.
I'm skipping this one.
No, I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
So I was a really nerdy kid, very quiet, very introverted. Unless you got to know me, my sister is very much the opposite. She's always been very out there, very gregarious. Like I've been a little jealous of her at times, but
Crazy word
I'm
to pull
trying to
out.
work
Big
through
word.
that. She's a year younger than me. We made friends with a family that had the same amount of kids. I'm from a 4-kid family, and she and my sister, like, she made friends with this girl, and she was really good friends with my sister because they aligned socially. Like, they were both a little mischievous, very social, like to talk about boys. And there was one time, like, she was kind of forced to be friends with me as well because, I don't know why. My parents kind of pushed that, and her parents kind of pushed that, but I could tell she didn't really want to hang out with me. So there was this time where she agreed.
Fucking God, get
to
into
take me
it.
and my
Hey,
sister
I fell asleep.
shopping.
I fell asleep
We
for a
were
second.
from a really
Hey,
poor
be
family. We didn't get to
respectful.
go out a whole lot. And she ended up just taking my sister. And when I asked about it, she was like, "Oh, I didn't remember that you wanted to go." Her mom lied and said that she was allergic to lavender. I knew it was not the truth, and I was like, you know what? I'm really mad and hurt, and I'm gonna prove it. So I turned all her clothes inside out and rubbed them with lavender. Needless to say, she's not allergic.
Can we keep that whole one in and just show Schlatt and I? Because I'm assuming Schlatt also looked dead inside for that entire 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Hey, how about be a little more respectful to these Patreoners, huh?
Nope. How about we be a little more respectful of my time? 20
boo.
seconds, people.
Oh, boo!
I'm falling asleep at the wheel.
I just woke up.
Hello, sleep deprived. My confession starts only a few years ago.
Great. So it's going to take a few years. Next one.
So when I was like 10 or something, my dog Bonnie passed away. And after a while, I was like, man, I really miss Bonnie. Let me go dig her up.
Oh,
so I went around the side of the house where, we buried her, and I just started
Horrible
scooping.
idea.
And like after maybe like a tennis ball's way of the way through,
Whoa.
I realized that my child hands weren't very effective. So I went and asked my father if I could, have a shovel. And he's like, "What the fuck do you need a shovel for?" And I was like, "To dig Bonnie up, I miss her." And then he laughed at me, which was, really good for my little child malleable mind.
No, he did the right thing. I promise you.
Anyway,
I
my
promise
mom's
you.
dead.
Yeah.
I like how you're the victim here.
No, I mean, I understand it. She just missed her dog. That's all.
About like 2 years ago, a bit more than 2 years ago, I made this really bad like meme rap music under the name DJ Butt Piss. And it was bad. It got put on Genius, and it was all under my like same name. And I've always been a digital footprint denier. Until recent, when I looked myself up before a job interview, and the first Google result was DJ Butt Piss. I went in for a job interview, and I got an email back saying that they weren't hiring me because of my digital footprint. Dude,
Holy
in
shit.
2 years, I tried to wipe it off the internet. I don't know what to do.
You need to find a corporation that accepts DJ Butt Piss.
You should just embrace DJ Butt Piss. I don't know.
I want 2 thumbs up for DJ Butt.
All right. This is
Bracing
titled
myself.
forastrid.mp3.
Yo, Astrid, could you maybe give me some money? Thanks.
Oh. Okay, no. The answer is no. Fuck you.
This one is titled formika.mp3.
Okay.
Yo, Mika, bro, long time no see, man.
Same guy.
Dude, I missed you, bro. Could you maybe give me some money? I kind of.
Let me see if he says it in this one for panda.mp3.
What's up, Apanda? How you doing, big bro, man? Big poo, bro. Big dude.
Yeah,
you
big
remember me?
poo.
Of course you remember me, bro.
I got one too. Let's see who sent this in for jschlatt.mp3.
Yo, jschlatt. Could you maybe give me some money?
No.
My Discord is PPASCAL. So you could hit me up. I'll send you a link so you can give me some money, bro. Thanks.
No, I won't be sending you money, man. But good luck out there.
Mika will send for all four of us.
Mika will send on all of our behalfs.
When I was younger, about like 8 years old, I think, my neighbor, he got this remote control race car thing, and I accidentally drove it into one of those sewer drain things.
Ooh.
Like those things that are on the curb. And there's holes that go into the sewer. It went into one of those. And he was really upset about that. And he crawled in there to get it back, and I said I would help him out of the sewer. I was kind of scared because I was 8 years old, and I went home when he crawled down there. And I didn't check again.
That's awesome.
And I don't know what happened to him.
So he's just gone. You never even checked. He's just gone. Oh, you can't say that. You can't say that. You can't say that anymore.
Wait, he actually... Listen. He called me a fucking schlagget.
That is...
You can't call me that.
That is fucked up.
I thought we moved past calling me schlagget.
That was very bigoted.
I still call Schlatt that.
I'm no schlagget, okay?
Shut it, schlagget.
Dude.
My friend tried mushrooms for the first time, and me and some friends who were supposed to watch him while he was getting high. And this was his first time trying drugs ever, not just like he hadn't had weed or alcohol or anything. He went straight
to mushrooms.
Shrooms. And we were all supposed to be watching him and making sure he was okay, but we were all like, what if we got Five Nights at Freddy's masks? So we got a Foxy, Chica, Bonnie, and Freddy Fazbear mask.
I love that.
And we all just we pushed him down on the ground, and we kind of just all started playing Ring Around the Rosie around him with Freddy, with FNAF masks. And
is he okay?
He hasn't tried drugs since, from what
Nope. I mean, you probably scarred that person for life. You should check up on them. I think they're probably at their local psych ward.
Once or twice a year, I go and steal a 35-ounce of popcorn seasoning from the movie theater, which I think is fair.
Popcorn
I'm one of
seasoning?
the only people even going to that place anymore. The least they can do is let me season my popcorn in and out of the theater.
Like the fake butter? Or...
No, like the stuff on the side rack, like the optional stuff, like the dill pickle seasoning or like the barbecue.
That's not a real... I've never seen that in my life.
I've never seen that either.
I mean, I don't know. This might be a Canadian thing then. I don't know.
Maybe.
No, we don't have that in our country. And that'll be gone. We'll get rid of that once you join us.
How about you join this, Schlatt?
Yeah, give me the middle
sticking
finger.
up his middle finger.
Join this. Join
but
this.
I have a confession for you. Aztrosist almost got me arrested. So in
What?
June 2024, I flew from England to Chicago to go and see two artists play live, Lilac Boy and Alex Unknown. You might know them. But yeah, things were great. The show was great. I met great people, and things were good until I got all the way to the gate of the plane that was going to take me home, when two armed guards, security guards, approached me and said they needed to search me. And they weren't talking about my little backpack I had with me to have on the plane. They were talking about my case, which they had brought up from the hold of the plane and unpacked in front of the entirety of Chicago O'Hare Airport. My clothes were on the floor, my sleep-deprived pajamas were on the floor, and anyway, they found the hit album Dissident Blue by Lilac Boy, the CD that I had been given for free at the show, and they asked me where I got it. And I said that you'd given it to me for free, and they did not believe me.
What?
So they asked me to stand against the wall while they investigated. They got a drug
This is
dog
bullshit.
up
No
to
way.
sniff the CD, just in case. And then eventually, after a certain amount of time, they decided it wasn't worth their time. So they let me pack my case again in front of everyone. And then they finally let me get on the plane 20 minutes late. So, yeah, that was like one of the most humiliating experiences of my life.
Why would they care about the CD? What did you put on the CD?
I have a hit on me because because the CIA is doing more anti-communist stuff. You know, anyone. Yeah, if you associate with me, you might get caught in the airport and destroyed.
Right. Hello, Sleep Deprived. My confession is that I started watching you guys about 5 months ago. And I've seen, I think, every single one of your videos. But when I first started watching,
the confession.
I fully thought jschlatt hated Mika. What? I don't know why, but I guess all the videos I started watching at first was when jschlatt made fun of Mika all the time. And you guys were like fake beef. So yeah, that's my confession. Is that jschlatt? I thought you were like Mika's biggest hater, but now I know that's not true.
Why would we
I know it's a lame confession,
be
but
making the videos if I actually hated Mika?
No, me and jschlatt, we're like this. You guys can't see me, but I'm doing like a little heart emoji.
That's real cute.
You guys should make out.
I'll have sex.
No, I don't. No,
I'm not gonna fuck him. I have higher standards.
Okay, buddy. Okay. I wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole. I wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole.
My confession is that my most recent boyfriend broke up with me over jschlatt. So thanks a lot for that. We were at Lollapalooza this past summer.
Nice.
Oh, that's
and
fun.
we were a little fucked up at the end of the night, of course, watching some YouTube videos, and we were watching a video of jschlatt drifting in Japan, and I was like, damn, that guy is hot, he can get it. And I was kind of joking around, you know. I was, you know, it was all hee hee ha ha. I wasn't being serious or anything, and he apparently was so upset about it that the next morning he woke me up like super early and was like, I couldn't go to sleep, I can't stop thinking about it, I don't like that, I'm gonna break up with you. And he says trying to get back together with me like at least 10 times. So thanks, jschlatt.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
How do I even respond to that? If I had a girlfriend, I wouldn't say to her when Sydney Sweeney's on the television with her big fat knockers, I wouldn't say, I'd love to stick my dick in between those two tits. Like what?
Well, that's a little more extreme.
Well, jschlatt, you're insecure. You're insecure for that.
You're insecure for that, jschlatt.
I'm insecure for that.
Yep.
Okay, let me be an insecure little incel then.
Yep.
Luigi sent this one in from prison.
I'm the one who murdered or got rid of jschlatt's grandma.
Oh,
that's
I made it look like it was Cuomo. I timed it perfectly. There's only one more left, and I will finally have revenge for what you did to my family all those years ago.
Come on, man. I thought we were even. Don't bring my last surviving grandma into this, or I'll bring your whole family into this. You're sub to the Patreon. I have your email. I have your name. I have your IP address.
I'm gonna head out, guys.
Yeah.
We're gonna just jschlatt.
I'm heading out.
I'm gonna find you.
I had a good time.
And then I'm gonna fuck you. I'm gonna fuck you. Sorry, I got a little bit Minecraft YouTubery. Let's keep
come
going.
back?
What? Yeah. Guys, come back. I'm chill.
That was
chill.
That was Cuomophobic.
Cuomophobic.
Yeah, that was
Call me Cuomophobic. I don't even care. What an awful, rotten family of people.
Hey, Sleep Deprived. It's me, Lumpstead84 from the Sleep Deprived Patreon. I don't know who here plays Clash Royale except jschlatt, because we are moots on there.
Yes.
I am in the H3 clan.
Fuck yeah,
but I just
dude.
wanted to talk about how fucking terrible they've made that game. Like, what the
it's
fuck
awful.
are any of this evolution bullshit they've been adding for the past 2 years, and none of them are balanced. All of them suck to play against.
It's true.
There's also level 16s now, level 15s. I don't know.
And the towers
It's
have
fucking
troops
stupid.
now. You can put troops on the towers.
Like
the
every
game
time
is.
I launch the game, there's just a new button
makes you-
on the home
exactly.
screen that does nothing,
and it makes me
useless.
sad. It really makes me sad. This dude has been in my clan H3 Productions for half a decade. And it's completely true. They have ruined Clash Royale, trying to suck as much money out of it as possible.
Hello, Sleep Deprived. My confession is that when listening to episode 193 of the Sleep Deprived podcast, while Mika was explaining his horrific mining accident, I said, awkward, exactly when jschlatt did, like out loud while listening to it. This is evidence to suggest that I, Luna, am eligible to replace jschlatt on the Sleep Deprived podcast.
Take it. Take the spot.
We all remember
No, don't take it. Don't take it.
left.
We don't want you,
selfishly.
Luna. We don't want you.
We're not accepting applicants right now.
We need jschlatt.
Beg for me.
Oh, please! Please, jschlatt! Please come back! Please come back! We only want you. Please!
Hey, guys!
I just wanted to say that when Panda said he was younger and would like Dutch oven himself.
What?
I mean, I did that when I was younger too, but I mean, I still do that shit now.
What does that mean?
Like when you fart under the blanket and then like trap yourself under it. Yeah.
No, I did do that and I liked it for a bit. I don't like it anymore though. That's gross.
Hey, Sleep Deprived gang. So, my confession is that when I was 17, I was working my first job at a place called Nectar. It was like a fancy Jamba Juice. And it was just me and one other guy working, and I was at the juicer trying to make this fucking green juice, shoving this cucumber and asparagus that was all shoved up and stuck in it down, but the pummeler wasn't able to do it because it was out the top of the juicer too. So I was using my hand to try and shove it down, and that's when it decided to all go down along with my hand into the blade.
Ooh.
The tip of my middle finger fully got eaten. Ouch. Skin hanging off, bleeding profusely. Had to run it underwater for forever as it bled, and had to haphazardly bandage the fuck out of my finger and then put more gloves on to get back to work because it was only the two of us.
Damn.
You see, the thing is, the juicer takes like half an hour to take apart and clean.
No!
And we had orders. So we might not have cleaned the juicer before juicing more and handing people their juices.
Dude!
That's you made someone cannibalize you.
You sold human meat. Wow. That's crazy. That's the craziest one.
That is pretty crazy.
That is the craziest one.
That's wow, dude. You actually cannibalized yourself to someone.
Okay, holy
I like how the bigger
shit.
priority in that whole thing was to serve food and stuff.
You gotta keep shareholder value keeps gotta going up. Plingus Gaxter sends this one in.
I used to jerk off to Angry Birds. When I was about 13, I loved Angry Birds.
What the fuck?
I had every game and bought every toy they had. One day, I was playing Angry Birds when all of a sudden, the big red bird turned me on. I couldn't stand it. That big red bird was so hot. And those blue ones were some cuties. I am glad to admit, I still do this every day. This has been a Plingus Gaxter production.
Thank you, Plingus Gaxter.
Thanks.
Wow.
Thank
I learned new things about that man every day.
You know Plingus?
I've been forced to spend time with him on my streams and everywhere I go. I can't get away from him on Twitter while I'm streaming, in the Sleep Deprived Patreon-only Discord. He's just everywhere.
He really is.
The
And now-
Sleep Deprived Patreon-only Discord.
Now we know his little secret.
Hi guys. So to get into my random
Are you playing
confession,
Animal Crossing music
before
in
we
the
go
back
any
of
further,
this?
You guys know the drill by now. It's time to fulfill a contractual obligation. Today's fake pipe is sponsored by Opera GX, baby. If you're like me and you really care about your PC,
I think she's
just like
parodying
anything
you.
important to you, and you have to go and get it out with the right tools. For example, a couple of weeks ago, I was driving down the highway with my Jeep, and I wasn't wearing my glasses. But 15 seconds later, boom! Oh my God! I ran into a family of 5 and killed all of them. All of them, dead. Over there, dead. Blah. Because I was using the wrong tool for the job.
That is from an Opera GX ad I filmed like 3 years ago.
Wait, did she make it like
They're
word
just
for word?
redoing it word for word.
You killed somebody?
No, it was a joke at the beginning of the ad, Panda.
Death is a joke to you? I know people that have died.
What's up, Gooners and Goonette? You wanted confessions, so
Every
here's
human
mine.
can say that.
You know how when you're a kid and you get money
That
from the Tooth Fairy? Well, the little bastard stopped paying me once I turned 9 or 10, so instead of putting my teeth underneath my pillow, I started just keeping them in a Tic Tac container in my top drawer, and I still have it and all the teeth.
Oh.
I hopped on the teeth collecting grind a bit late though, so if you want to give me any spares that you don't need, feel free to send me them. Thanks, I will be waiting patiently, especially for yours, Panda.
You still got some you need to fall out, right? You still got some baby teeth.
I don't really brush my teeth, so you could.
You don't brush them?
Yuck.
No, I don't.
You know, you don't get replacements of those.
Yeah, it's the only part of the body that doesn't heal.
My main goal is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody. Sorry.
My confession is that I run the Sleep Deprived Gaming Records comment, and I get so many messages in the comments from that are like, get a job, bros never touch grass. But I actually started that comment thread because I lost my job that day, and I was watching Sleep Deprived to cope.
Damn.
Well, thanks for keeping the record. We really appreciate it.
Hope you get a new job.
Raise my numbers.
Win more games.
So my confession's about something that happened almost 12 years ago now. So I was 11, and back in school, I only had really one proper friend. And Kate happened to be friends with this girl called Jess. And Jess was horrible to me. She bullied me for years. So this one day during lunch break, Jess came up to me and she told me that she wanted to prove that Kate liked her more, which I didn't care about, but I was too scared to not, go along with what she wanted. So she said we should fight to see who Kate would side with more. So she starts kicking me and pushing me and that sort of thing, but it's not really hard enough to hurt until she twists my arm behind my back and sort of yanks it around, which did hurt a lot. So I figured I'd get even. And I did the same thing, and I immediately felt and heard it snap. And I ended up fracturing her arm in 6 places. Did I feel guilty? Yes. Would I do it again? Yeah, in a heartbeat. She was an absolute bitch.
Yeah, if someone comes at you and they're doing something to you and you do it back, I mean, I don't know. They had it coming.
You should have said, "Oh snap."
Lol, dude, lol.
Because you snapped her arm.
One time I got one of those Amber Alerts when I was driving, and I saw the car in front of me, and I never called it in. I still think about it a lot.
Oh my god!
You could have saved the child.
Awful. You could have saved someone's life, dude.
I would
That
never
is
confess
awful.
To that. I would have kept that to yourself.
What the hell, man?
You didn't need to tell everybody that.
What the hell?
Hi Mika, hi Astro, hi Schlat, hi Panda.
Don't say it like
My confession is that I actually enjoy sleep deprived videos. Watch them regularly.
Wow.
Contrary to popular belief, the comments will have you thinking that Sleep Deprived is the worst channel ever made and that everyone hates it. Not me.
Yeah.
Big fan over here. I love these videos that y'all are putting out. They're just so fun and awesome.
Wow.
I need to talk about cologne more. Okay, that's all. Bye bye.
Thank
Love
you.
you, Panda.
That's what.
No,
That's
we don't need to do
no.
that.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
Hey
that's
man,
not
now
something
you're
that
talking.
needs
It's so
about
boring, dude.
Thank
Something
you,
that we
dude.
need.
Thank
I don't
you very
appreciate
much.
the cologne
Incentivize.
talk at all.
It's
I
very, very
appreciate that.
boring.
That
Makes
is
it even
very
worse
nice
when we don't even record the fucking FNAF audio.
Hello. My confession is that I steal cats from work. For context, I'm a veterinary nurse and my boss absolutely hates stray cats. Our company policy is that we take in injured stray cats or kittens that are too young to fend for themselves. However, she's decided that because that makes her no money, she will just euthanize any stray cat that walks through the door.
Oh, fuck
Obviously,
that.
that's completely heartless and immoral. So, me and a couple
Agreed.
other colleagues have started just telling her, yeah, we are euthanizing them, and then taking them home instead.
Good.
We
Good
treat
for
them
you.
from home. We hand rear them if they're, really little, and we do that with shit that we steal from work because I'm more than happy to steal from her. Absolute heartless bitch. So yeah, we've even gone as far as starting our own charity to rehome these guys, and we've actually almost rehomed 100 cats so far, which is crazy.
That's
I'm
really
currently
cool.
fostering a little guy called Onyx, who some people might know because I post him quite a lot in the Discord. But yeah, that is my confession.
No,
Actually, that was the only good confession, I think.
Literally the only one.
The only one that didn't really depress me about the type of people that watch these videos.
Yeah. At least they have one, like, okay viewer.
And it was literally the last one.
That's actually crazy.
Shout out to you for saving lives.
Yeah, that's very nice of you.
And shout out to our patrons who
For saving our
submitted
lives.
these terrible, terrible.
Thank you, patrons. Despite Schlatt's negative attitude towards your confessions, we appreciate it.
And despite the negative press, Kafefi.
That's
Baba
true.
Booey.
Baba Booey.
Bye. Bye.
Check out our exclusive Patreon-only podcast at patreon.com/sleepdeprived. Thanks!